Good afternoon, you guys. My name is Larry Covington, and in my audience, I have and so I wanted to introduce you guys to the art of small talk. Before I get started, how you guys doing today? You guys know that there is a brand new restaurant down the street called Carl's Jr. It's been around for a while, but I've eaten there before. It's fine, but I personally like Riley's, Checkers, and Five Guys. What type of burger you like? No, Five Guys. Which one? What's your favorite thing about Five Guys? I like. That's a good way of putting it. A good way of putting it. You? Same? So what we just experienced right now is just a small dosage of small talk. Now, small talk can be just as small as just us talking about food, or something broad and big. It's just networking, making connections. But the best way to do it and establish how great it is by going through icebreakers, making networking connections, as well as getting to know different personalities. Now, me personally, I personally love figuring out how people work, speak, how they tick, how do they make different friendships, how is it that they make such genuine connections after just knowing each other for just like maybe even 2 seconds, 2 minutes, or even 2 weeks. But the way I will personally start that off is by trying to get to know the person by making breaking through with a little thing called icebreakers. Now, icebreakers, it seems kind of funky, but icebreakers is basically the best way to break an intense situation, such as a board meeting. You're introducing to yourself to a brand new classroom, or you're greeting yourself to a brand new group of people you've never met a day in your life. Now, the best way to go overcome that small anxiety or just stage fright freeze is just by asking simple questions such as, what do you think of the weather today? What's your favorite sport? Or, because I'm a foodie, between pizza and burritos, which one would you like? Now, I'm a pizza-holic. I'm not going to lie to you. I am very pizza biased, but that's not for everybody. But if you had a choice, what would you choose between pizza or burgers? Burritos? Yeah. How about yourself? Pizza? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now there's a civil war with food right now. Perfect. Perfect. So, with that being said, but what if you feel like the person that you feel like is very cool to see, but you're kind of afraid of the type of personality that they're bringing to the table? Thus, you're getting to know this person because they're brand new. The best way you can learn from the person is ask where they're from. Just for example, Guthrie, where are you from? Germany? That's awesome. I'm from I'm from Capitol Heights, Maryland. How about yourself? Washington State? My family's actually from DC, and I have some in-laws in Washington State. Beautiful area, well underrated. I'll be honest with you. Just by simple questions just like that. Another good example is, what do you do in your day-to-day job and your hop routine? I personally like to lift weights, draw, and play music. What do you like to What do you like to do on your off time? Yeah, on your off time. Video games? Love it. How about yourself? I love the word gamers. I love this. See, just like that, finding different types of diversity and things that make a common connection can bridge a whole bunch of gaps with somebody you never have known. For example, I've actually went through something like this when I was in Qatar. I had this group called Small Talk, and it was a group of 15 to 30 people. And we talked about something as minor, such as how are you feeling your day to day at work? Do you feel appreciated? Or stuff just as heavy like different politics. How do you introduce yourself to different religions? It's a brilliant thing to go into when it comes to terms of small talk. Now, within over the past couple years that I've existed on this earth, I've seen how small talks can bridge the gaps and bring things together, such as great social interactions or even bringing together a business. And this small talk can lead into networking. Now, if you're going into a situation such as a meeting or an important conference and you just learn about the briefing, and some of the best ways to get to know the people that you're with is figure out what do they like the most about their job. Even though sometimes in the toughest situations, it's kind of hard to figure out what is it exactly that you like about your job, but there has to be at least one thing, regardless of the chaos. You got to figure out that one thing. For me, since this is my job in services, I love to figure out different ways to cook the same recipe and see if I can make it even better. That's my personal thing, as well as what knowledge and experience have you gained that you could pass down to somebody else. Like If you just came into a situation when you first know, and now that you have some time in service or time in years of your job, what can you pass to the other generations to make sure they don't go through the same situations as you've done? I personally find that brilliant and very, very helpful. What challenges that you faced in the professional industry? What challenges have you faced in your job? As well as how has this changed over the years? How has your job changed within the time period that you got in till now? It's a huge thing because different perspectives bring in different connections. Thus, you bring it together the network. Some of these connections can help you have a deep understanding with your employees, even your bosses, co-workers, or even future friends outside of here that can help with that social anxiety or just bringing together something that you never knew you needed, had, and just bring something beautiful. With that being said, today we've learned about how to network, how to do icebreakers on top of bridging together different personalities. Now, the only way these things can happen or learn how to bridge this to come together is from small talk. Now, small talk can be just as effective in timely usage as anything else, but the best way to start it off is just by saying hello.